Ralph Lauren isn't just a fashion icon, he's a man with an unparalleled eye for beauty, craftsmanship, and timeless design. His car collection, valued at over $300 million, is more than just a display of wealth. It's a museum of automotive history where the most iconic, rare, and untouchable cars in the world are carefully preserved. These cars are not just machines. They are rolling pieces of art that tell the story of innovation, performance, and style. Let's take a closer look at 12 of the most legendary cars in his collection. Number 12. 1933 Bugatti Type 59 Grand Prix. No car in Ralph Lauren's collection oozes danger and seduction quite like the 1933 Bugatti Type 59 Grand Prix. More than just a race car, this was the bad boy of the Bugatti family, wrapped in a long, low-slung body with wire-spoke wheels so sharp they could slice through egos and lap times alike. Under the hood, this beast unleashed a supercharged 3.3-liter straight-8 engine packing 250 horsepower. An absurd amount for its time. With a top speed of 130 miles per hour, it made most cars of the 1930s look like wind-up toys, struggling to keep up. Piloted by the legendary Jean-Pierre Vermille, the Type 59 didn't just win races, it annihilated competitors, tearing through race tracks like a rock star on a world tour, leaving a trail of crushed dreams and broken pride behind. This wasn't just a racer for mere mortals. Even royalty fell under its spell. King Leopold III of Belgium owned one, proving that even kings aren't immune to the irresistible curves of a Bugatti. Among the exquisite automotive art in Ralph Lauren's garage, the Type 59 demands attention like a supermodel crashing a PTA meeting, drop-dead gorgeous, completely untouchable, and way out of everyone's league. Much like a Hollywood playboy with a bottomless bank account and a taste for danger, this car was built to go fast, hard, and leave the competition in the dust. Temptation comes in many forms, and the Type 59 is one of the most irresistible. But what comes next is the kind of machine that turns even the most faithful gearheads into shameless cheaters. Number 11. 1955 Porsche 550 Spyder. Some cars earn their legend on the track, others become famous through tragedy. The Porsche 550 Spyder did both. In the early 1950s, Porsche was still a young company, known more for its precision engineering than for dominating the racing scene, but that changed with the 550 Spyder, a car so small, so light, and so dangerously fast that it earned the nickname Giant Killer. With a 1.5-liter flat-4 engine producing just 110 horsepower, it didn't sound like much on paper. But that modest power was paired with a featherweight aluminum body, making it one of the best power-to-weight ratio cars of its time. In a straight line, it could hit 140 miles per hour, but where it truly shined was in the corners. The 550 Spyder's low center of gravity and perfect balance made it an absolute menace in endurance races. At the time, when brute force often won races, Porsche proved that agility and precision could be just as deadly. It went on to claim victories at Le Mans, the Nürburgring, and the Carrera Panamericana. But its biggest moment came in the 1956 Targa Florio, where it stunned the motorsport world by beating cars with twice the horsepower. But for all its racing glory, the 550 Spyder became infamous for a different reason. In 1955, James Dean, Hollywood's rebellious golden boy, was driving his personal silver 550 Spyder nicknamed Little Bastard when he tragically crashed on a lonely California highway. His death at just 24 years old turned the 550 Spyder into one of the most legendary and haunted cars in history. Some say pieces of Dean's wrecked Spyder later caused other mysterious accidents, adding to its eerie reputation. Despite its tragic history, the Porsche 550 Spyder remains an icon of lightweight engineering and pure, unfiltered driving pleasure. It represents the underdog spirit, the idea that a well-built machine doesn't need monstrous power to dominate. And in Ralph Lauren's collection, it sits not just as a race-winning masterpiece, but as a symbol of Porsche's philosophy, where speed isn't just about numbers, but about the perfect connection between man and machine. And if the 550 Spyder was the rebellious outlaw, the next car in Ralph Lauren's garage was a technological revolution that changed the supercar world forever. Number 10. 1988 Porsche 959. Decades ahead of anything on the road, the Porsche 959 wasn't just fast, it was revolutionary. While other supercars relied on brute force, Porsche took a different route, merging cutting-edge technology with precision engineering to create something the world had never seen before. Beneath its aerodynamic body, a 2.8-liter twin-turbo flat-six unleashed 450 horsepower. Propelling it to an astonishing 197 miles per hour, making it the fastest production car of its time. But speed wasn't the only defining trait. The 959 introduced groundbreaking features, including an advanced all-wheel drive system, adaptive suspension, and Kevlar-reinforced body panels. Technology so far ahead that even modern supercars still draw inspiration from it. Porsche built the 959 not just to break records, but to redefine what a supercar could be. Electronic traction control, variable ride height, and a tire pressure monitoring system were all firsts, turning this machine into a rolling laboratory of innovation. The technology came at a cost. Porsche lost money on every unit sold, but proving what was possible mattered more than profit. Even today, the 959 remains one of the most influential cars ever built, a technological masterpiece that reshaped the industry. More than just a machine, this Porsche is a testament to pushing boundaries and refusing to settle for the ordinary. The next machine in Ralph Lauren's stable wasn't built for innovation, it was built for one thing: absolute domination on the racetrack. Number 9. 1955 Jaguar D-Type. Ralph Lauren doesn't just acquire cars, he curates legends. And the Jaguar D-Type is among the most fearsome of them all. Built with fighter jet aerodynamics and a hunger for victory, this machine wasn't just fast, it was unstoppable. By the mid-1950s, endurance racing had become a battlefield, and Jaguar set out to dominate it. The D-Type delivered, powered by a 3.4-liter inline-six producing 275 horsepower. With a top speed of 172 miles per hour, it shredded through the Mulsanne Straight at Le Mans, leaving its competitors trailing in its wake. Between 1955 and 1957, it secured 3 consecutive Le Mans victories, forever cementing its place in motorsport history. This wasn't just a race car, it was a weapon of elegance and precision. Even Hollywood royalty took notice. Steve McQueen, captivated by Jaguar's racing DNA, added an XKSS, a road-going version of the D-Type, to his personal garage. Ralph Lauren's D-Type stands as a testament to raw power and flawless design, a machine that doesn't just exist, it demands to be admired. Few cars can claim such an intoxicating mix of speed, beauty, and dominance, but this Jaguar does it effortlessly. The next machine in Lauren's possession wasn't just built to win, it was engineered to redefine what a supercar could be. Number 8. 1950 Jaguar XK120 Roadster. If the Jaguar D-Type was a fearless warrior built for battle, then the XK120 Roadster was the debonair gentleman who stole the show without breaking a sweat. This car wasn't just about speed, it was about style, elegance, and seduction on 4 wheels. When it debuted in 1948, the Jaguar XK120 wasn't just fast, it was the fastest production car in the world. Capable of reaching 120 miles per hour, it didn't just set records, it set hearts racing. Under the hood, a 3.4-liter inline-six engine produced 160 horsepower, a respectable figure for the time, but the real magic was in its graceful handling and effortless charm. Jaguar didn't just build a car, they crafted an icon. With its curved, flowing bodywork, long sweeping hood, and signature Jaguar grille, the XK120 was pure rolling temptation. This was the kind of car that didn't just turn heads, it made people forget whatever they were doing and stare. Naturally, it became a Hollywood favorite. Clark Gable, Humphrey Bogart, and Lauren Bacall were among the elite few who got their hands on one. It wasn't just transportation, it was a symbol of status, sophistication, and undeniable sex appeal. If James Bond had been created a decade earlier, there's no doubt that this would have been his car of choice. And let's be honest, if the XK120 were a lover, it wouldn't just whisper sweet nothings in your ear. It would take you on a moonlit drive down the coast, making you feel things you didn't know were possible, and leave you wondering how you ever lived without it. For a collector like Ralph Lauren, who appreciates timeless beauty and refined craftsmanship, the XK120 is more than just a classic car. It's a piece of history, a work of art, and an enduring symbol of Jaguar's commitment to performance and luxury. The next machine in his collection, however, is nothing like the XK120. This one wasn't built to charm. It was built to intimidate, dominate, and destroy anything in its path on the racetrack. Number 7. 1954 Ferrari 375 Plus. Some cars are made to turn heads. Others are made to break hearts. The Ferrari 375 Plus did both, but with the kind of ferocity that left competitors gasping for air and begging for mercy. By the early 1950s, Ferrari was hungry for dominance. The world of endurance racing was a brutal, unforgiving battlefield, and Enzo Ferrari wasn't interested in losing. His solution? A machine so fast, so aggressive, and so outrageously powerful that it would leave its rivals choking on its exhaust fumes. The 375 Plus wasn't just an evolution of Ferrari's previous race cars, it was an all-out war declaration on the track. At its heart was a massive 4.9-liter V12 engine, producing 330 horsepower. A monstrous figure for its time. It could scream down the straights at 175 miles per hour, a speed so absurd for the era that most drivers had never experienced anything close to it. This wasn't just a race car. It was a missile with wheels, and it was built to do one thing: obliterate the competition. And obliterate it did. In 1954, the Ferrari 375 Plus stormed into the 24 Hours of Le Mans, where it crushed the field and cemented its legacy. But it wasn't done yet. That same year, it claimed victories at the Carrera Panamericana and Silverstone, proving that this wasn't just a fast car. It was an endurance beast that could survive the toughest races in the world. For Ferrari, winning wasn't just about speed. It was about proving superiority. As Enzo Ferrari famously said, "What's behind you doesn't matter." And in the case of the 375 Plus, what was behind it was an entire grid of defeated rivals. Only 5 of these machines were ever built, making the 375 Plus one of the rarest Ferraris in history. One of them even became the most expensive Ferrari ever sold at auction, fetching over $18 million. Proof that legends never die, they just appreciate in value. And let's be honest, if the 375 Plus were a lover, it wouldn't be the kind to cuddle. It would pin you to the wall, make you forget your own name, and leave you breathless before you even knew what hit you. It's no surprise that Ralph Lauren, a man who understands both power and elegance, has this beast in his collection. The 375 Plus isn't just another classic Ferrari. It's a symbol of raw passion, unrelenting dominance, and the kind of intensity that leaves an impression long after it's gone. But while this Ferrari was built for endurance, the next car in Lauren's collection is something else entirely. A sleek, seductive machine that was designed to steal the spotlight before it even left the garage. Number 6. 1938 Alfa Romeo AC 2900B Mille Miglia. In the late 1930s, Alfa Romeo introduced the AC 2900B Mille Miglia, a car that seamlessly blended cutting-edge engineering with Italian artistry. Powered by a supercharged 2.9-liter straight-8 engine, it produced around 180 horsepower, propelling the car to speeds exceeding 110 miles per hour. Remarkable for its time, its lightweight chassis and advanced suspension system made it a formidable competitor, leading to a dominant performance in the 1938 Mille Miglia race. With only a handful ever produced, the 8C2900B's rarity and racing pedigree make it a crown jewel in any collection. For Ralph Lauren, owning this masterpiece is akin to possessing a piece of automotive art that tells tales of speed, innovation, and timeless elegance. Number 5. 1937 Bugatti Type 57SC Gangloff Drophead. The Bugatti Type 57 SC Gangaloft drophead stands as a paragon of pre-war luxury and performance. Equipped with a 3.3-liter supercharged inline-8 engine, it delivered approximately 200 horsepower, allowing for a top speed of 120 miles per hour. Its design, crafted by the renowned coach builder Gangaloft, featured flowing lines and an unmistakable elegance that made it a favorite among the elite. The 57 SC's combination of speed and style has made it a sought-after classic, with Ralph Lauren's example being one of the most pristine. This car isn't just about aesthetics. It's a testament to an era when automobiles were the ultimate symbol of sophistication and innovation. Number 4. 1955 Mercedes-Benz 300 SL Gullwing. The Mercedes-Benz 300 SL Gullwing is often hailed as one of the most beautiful cars ever made. Its distinctive upward opening doors and sleek design made it an instant icon. Beneath its stunning exterior lay a 3.0-liter inline-6 engine with direct fuel injection, producing 215 horsepower and enabling a top speed of 161 miles per hour, making it the fastest production car of its time. The 300 SL wasn't just about looks, it was a technological marvel, introducing features that would influence sports car designs for decades. Ralph Lauren's Gullwing is more than a car. It's a piece of art that represents innovation, style, and the relentless pursuit of automotive perfection. Number 3. 1967 Ferrari 275 GTB4 Nart Spyder. Some cars are fast, some are rare, and then there are cars so exquisitely rare and effortlessly beautiful that they make even billionaires weak in the knees. The Ferrari 275 GTB4 Nart Spyder is one of those cars. This wasn't just another Ferrari. It was a one-of-a-kind commission. A car so special that even Enzo Ferrari himself had to be convinced to build it. The North American racing team, Nart, founded by Ferrari's US distributor Luigi Chinetti, wanted something different. An open-top version of the 275 GTB4 that embodied Ferrari's racing pedigree with a touch of Hollywood glamour. Under the hood was a 3.3-liter V12 engine, pushing out 300 horsepower and allowing it to scream all the way to 165 miles per hour. But the real magic of the Nart Spyder wasn't just its performance, it was its unparalleled exclusivity. Ferrari originally planned to build 25 units, but after struggling to find buyers, they halted production at just 10 cars, making it one of the rarest Ferraris ever created. And if you think that rarity didn't add to its allure, think again. Hollywood legend Steve McQueen famously owned one, calling it the only car I ever loved. He loved it so much, in fact, that after selling it, he tried to buy it back, but the new owner refused. That's the kind of car this is. The kind that, once it's yours, you never let it go. If the 275 Nart Spyder were a woman, she'd be the effortless beauty who walks into a room and leaves every man questioning his relationship status. She wouldn't need to try. She just exists, and the world would adjust accordingly. Number 2. 1929 Bentley 4.5-liter. The Blower Bentley. James Bond was meant for Aston Martins, but a real secret agent with a taste for danger would have taken the wheel of the Bentley 4.5-liter Blower. This machine wasn't just fast. It was brutal, loud, and unapologetically British. Under the hood, a supercharged 4.4-liter inline-4 engine unleashed 175 horsepower, a figure that seems modest until realizing this beast was built in 1929. Tearing down the road at 120 miles per hour, the Blower Bentley was faster than most people had ever witnessed, let alone driven. Bentley engineered this monster to dominate Le Mans, and it came heartbreakingly close. Mechanical issues robbed it of victory, but legends are rarely defined by trophies alone. The raw power and relentless spirit of the Blower Bentley cemented its place in history, with none other than Ian Fleming himself, making it the original Bond car in his novels, calling it a machine built for real men. More than just a car, the Blower Bentley is a relic from an era when racing was treacherous, drivers were fearless, and the speed was a thrill that could never be satisfied. Few machines embody the wild, rebellious energy of early motorsport quite like this one. Number 1. 1961 Ferrari 250 Testa Rossa Spyder Fantuzzi. The grand finale in this lineup is nothing short of breathtaking. Among the greatest Ferraris ever built, The 250 Testa Rossa Spyder Fantuzzi is a machine that doesn't just exist, it commands admiration, desire, and absolute respect. The 3.0-liter V12 beneath its sculpted body unleashes 300 horsepower, a symphony of power that echoes through history. This wasn't just a race car, it was a weapon of elegance conquering Le Mans, Sebring, and the Targa Florio, with an effortless grace that turned victories into legends. Every inch of its Scaglietti-designed curves serves a purpose, merging beauty and aerodynamics into one intoxicating form. Among Ferrari's masterpieces, the Spyder Fantuzzi variant stands in a league of its own. The open-top design made it even more exclusive, reserved for those who understand that true dominance comes not from noise, but from unshakable confidence and the effortless ability to leave everyone else behind. Owning a 250 Testa Rossa Spyder Fantuzzi isn't just about possessing a rare Ferrari, it's about holding on to something so rare, so seductive that its very presence makes everything else feel ordinary. More than just a car, this is a rolling affair of passion and power, a timeless piece of motorsport history that makes hearts race long before the engine ever starts. Which of these incredible cars would you love to drive? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more exclusive automotive content.